on Shabbat, we have in this week's parasha, we're coming into closing off what's happening to the Jewish nation. It's happening 30 something years after the whole story of Korah. And now we're coming to the state when the Jewish people come and they're thirsty. Miriam is not there to give them the be'er, the schut of Miriam. We don't have her to give the well, the water for the Jewish people. And the Jewish people, of course, were complaining for water. They want water. And they're saying back and forth, they want water, they want water. Kadosh Baruch Hu tells Moshe Rabbeinu, speak to the rock, to the stone. So he goes, and the whole Jewish nation, it was a miracle, the whole entire Jewish nation could basically pile up and to see such a small place. And Moshe and Aaron are looking for the stone, this one, that one, this one, that one. The whole Jewish nation like, no, let's go, make it happen already. Want to see water, but we're thirsty. And they're getting tired, listen, they're looking for the stone. Moshe Rabbeinu goes and takes the stick from Aaron, and he hits the wrong rock, and the rock starts showing a little water coming out, a couple drops. Basically hinting out, speak and don't hit. And he hits again, and the water comes out. Over there, and the Kadosh Baruch Hu says, because lo kiddashta et shmi, it wasn't Kiddush Hashem. Now, what Kiddush Hashem is God talking about? The Midrash says, it talks about that just like physical things listen to God, like a stone taking water from the Word of God, I want to show all the Jewish nation how, from the leader of the Jewish people, Moshe Rabbeinu, he just speaks, and it's going to be a miracle that water comes out. It's powerful. Now, we could learn from this something. What's such a harsh punishment? You can't bring the Jewish people in because of something like that. So over here we see that every single person, the leaders of the Jewish people have to be very careful with everything they do, with every action, with every word that they take out of their mouth. Every single thing has to be very, very thought before and figuring out every single step that could be taken from that. Could people see me doing what I'm doing the wrong way? In our generation, today is Gimel Tamuz, and we already learned, and whoever was in Special Sheet, we learned how 3,000 years ago, today was the longest day of history. What day was that? Shemesh Bekivon Dom. Shemesh Bekivon Dom was when Yeshua ben Nun was fighting the 5 armies of the Amorim, the 5 kings, and he sees they're winning, and he goes to the sun and tells them, be quiet where you're standing. We asked yesterday back and forth, what's quiet, and we understood that in that moment the son asked Yoshua, if I'm not going to sing to God, who's going to sing? Every single, like we learn in Perek Shirah, every single creation, the grass when it grows, it makes a tune and it sings to God. And Yeshua connects to the highest level of what? Shirat HaNeshamot. There's Shirat HaNevraim, there's a song of all the creations, there's a higher level than that, Shirat HaNeshamot, which that's a level that Yeshua ben Nun, while the whole Jewish nation was fighting, he was singing and humming to that tune. Now what does that mean in our life? What can we learn from this? The Lubavitcher Rebbe passed away 31 years ago, and he left with us a strong mark. And he says that every single person, don't look, you have the leaders of the Jewish nation, and every single one of us today have the power to be a leader. Like Rabbi Jonathan Sachs would say, that every rabbi has students, but the Lubavitcher Rebbe was a rabbi of leaders. He created leaders. Every single person, whoever he is, come and lead. Now you don't have to have a black beard or a black hat or a black suit in order to have students or to bring people closer. Every single person, as is, whoever you are an ambassador for God, to change the people around you, for the good. When they see you, a person with a kippah on your head, you don't lie, you say the truth, you show that you're a person with values, and you're a person that cares about his values inside and what he is, what he's for. Over there you see right now, people look at you and they respect you. You have a kippah on your head, you're a person that stands, you're calling yourself a God-fearing Jew, you're not cursing, you're not lying, you're a person that has values, they respect and they want to go in that ways. And now we see the same exact idea, that every single Jew has the power to be a leader. Every single Jew. And where do we see that also? In the letters, when his father-in-law passed away, the 6th Lubavitcher Rebbe, people asked, how could I live? How could I still live him in my life? And he said, when you understand the bitachon that God has within you. What does that mean? The trust that God has within the person, not the person within God. What does that mean? We could understand right now that a couple weeks ago, what was it, 2 weeks ago, the tefillot on Shabbat that we had in the shul, the effect they had in Eretz Yisrael. In Eretz Yisrael, when they told everyone there's no prayers in the synagogue, don't pray in shul because it's dangerous. It could be bombs that can come from Iran. They told everyone to stay at home. And who was basically standing for the people in Eretz Yisrael? Us. Every single one of us, when we came to shul, when we came to the minyan, we made the minyan stronger. When we said the Tehillim, after Matityahu Chaim, after he said every single word of Tehillim, we answer after him, we gave power. It doesn't make sense. The war that we had, you want to call it Miftzah, you want to call it whatever you want to call it, it ended after 12 days in a very, very bitter flavor in our mouth. What happened? The last hits was in Beersheba. We have people which were 18 years old and a soldier that was 20 years old got killed in this attack. Basically, we could learn from that something greater. That this could have happened every single day of those 12 days. But what? Over 500 missiles were shot every single day towards Eretz Yisrael, and nothing happened to them. We can see from the fall, it hurts and it's painful, we see the greatness. And we understand that God cares for every single tefillah mincha that you have. Every tefillah, every prayer you have here comes out of your mouth has a significance over there. When the missiles come, HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells the Malach Gabriel, he tells the Malach Michael, he tells all the creations around, leave me alone. I'm protecting the Jewish people right now. I'm making sure that the missiles do not come and attack into the airspace of the Jewish people. They'll fall in the sea and they'll do everything else. They'll fall on the Arabs in Eretz Yisrael. But the idea over here we see that every single person with his tefillah, God cares for that. And without Hashem, we should take this idea for ourselves. Number one, that every single thing that I say with my mouth has a power, has effect. And number two, that I'm an ambassador of God wherever I am. It doesn't matter wherever you are, you come, you're a Jew, you're a God-fearing Jew. You show that to the people around you, not only to the Jews, also to the non-Jews. You show all Goyim a light to the non-Jews. Without Hashem, Allah is going to bring this power to us.